Hey everyone, it is Donna here, and this is the birthday shaker card class. Thank you so much for joining me. We had so much fun creating this in the live Zoom class, but for those of you that missed it, I am happy to walk you through everything you need to create your cards. So I'm first going to go ahead and let you know the Pink and Main products that I am using. Let's start with the new circle shaker covers. You get 10 in a pack. So check those out. And then I also used the new Best Birthday Ever stamp set, really fun. And then I also used Let's Celebrate. I used Hooray right here in the inside of our card. I also used the scallop circle and the circle dies. So check those out as well. And the instructions for your circle shaker are right on here. But to recreate this card, you are going to want a 3-inch circle. So to get started, you have 2 of these pre-scored papers, your card bases, in your kit. So you are going to open that up and you are going to fold. So there's already a fold on the top here, and then you are going to fold along the bottom. And then I would give that a good score to really flatten out your card. So check that out. Really fun fold. It's kind of like an M. And there is a smaller section on top and a larger section on the bottom. Not by much, but by like 1/4 inch. And I did use my Caterpillar crease to go ahead and score it. And these are just little pieces of tape that I've marked. This is for another kit coming up, but the score dimensions are 2.5. So the first one is 2.5, then 3 3/4, 6 3/4, and then 8 1/4. So that is the score dimensions for this fun fold. And this is a 1/2 sheet of your 8.5 by 11 cut down the center. Okay, so now that I have my fold done, and also I'll put all of those dims and everything in the actual, in the description for this video. Okay, so you're gonna be getting this beautiful paper in your kit. I just had a limited quantity of this, so I used it for all of my class kits. I'm gonna be using just some plain burnt orange cardstock for this video. And I'm gonna start with my glue here, and I'm going to take my striped paper, and the dimensions of all the paper is also going to be in the description, so you can recreate this really fun fold. So I'm going to layer my striped paper. There we go. So that is layer number 1. That is going to go right on top here. And because I'm going to have about 1/8 inch frame, I am not going to be gluing all the way to the end. So I'm going to go right about there. There we go. And then I'm going to take that first layer here and put it right about there. Okay, for layer number 2, you've got this beautiful peach ribbon. You're gonna go ahead and cut it in half. I've already done that. And I think there is 6, I think you get 12 inches for your kit. And I'm gonna take some of my Easy Tear tape. I am going to, oh, here we go. I was looking for my 1/4 inch. It's on the other side. All right, I'm gonna take 2 pieces of 1/4 inch tape, and I'm gonna put them both towards the end of my ribbon, one on each side. And then use my fingernail tool to push that in. There we go. Grab my floral layer this time. And I think I'm gonna want this. And I'm gonna add that ribbon about a 1/4 inch from the bottom, almost an 1/8 inch. It's a little in between, and fold that over. Once I have that folded over, I am going to go ahead and glue this layer on. There we go. Take that second 4x4 and center that as well. Just give it a little extra pressure from where the ribbon was, so that's nice and adhered. And then we're gonna glue it to this center layer here. Again, avoiding all the way to the edge and to the top, because it is going to be layered in here with about an 1/8 of an inch border. So now I'm going to take this guy here, and you want to make sure it's even with your first layer, and that will work for me. There we go. Layer number 2, and then layer number 3, you are going to take these 3 pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this strip on about right there, just to add a fun little striped border. And yours is even cut perfectly, or you just need to trim an inch off. So you can discard that. And I'm now going to layer my beautiful peach decorative paper right on top there. And then this is going to be centered on that last layer. And because it is completely adhered to the card base, you can go ahead and glue that. And now I'm going to open up this last page here. And again, I want it to be in line with the top layers. And that is pretty much the card base. So really fun. We're obviously going to finish putting our card together, but just wanted to show you the basics of putting together this really fun fold card and how simple it's going to be to recreate. Okay, so I am just going to finish up layer number 2, and then we are going to go with our top layer. So I'm going to grab my little hooray, and since I only have that tape on the sides, you're able to tuck that under your ribbon. And then I'm going to just grab this little sprig here and add some adhesive. And I'm just going to glue that guy right over my paper and right over my ribbon. And then while we finish our top piece, we're going to let that dry. So in this card kit, you have 1 non-shaker and 1 shaker. So for your non-shaker, you're going to pretty much do everything I'm doing with the shaker, you're going to just stick your sentiment on the front. So we are going to go ahead and create the shaker now, and this is a lot of fun. And I am going to start by taking, I'm going to make, since I have my happy birthday shaker, for this one I'm going to have the best birthday ever shaker. So I'm going to flip that over and take my 1/4 inch tape again, and I am just going to go all around my circle by just cutting smaller pieces, tearing it, because it's easy tear tape. And this is also available at Pink and Main. If you use code DEMODonna when you're ordering from Pink and Main, you will receive a free gift with purchase. And that is not just a one-time offer. Whenever you hop on Pink and Main, make sure you use code DEMODonna and you will receive a thank you from myself and from Pink and Main. So I really appreciate it. Okay, so now that I have gone around my circle, I'm going to take about half of these off. That's about good. And then we are going to create our shaker. So just like the other shaker covers, you have this protective film over the top, and it does say remove protective film. You always want to make sure you're doing that from one of the tabs. So just kind of pick at it with your poker tool and then grab that up. There we go, throw that out. And now I'm going to take my little circle here and just center that. And once you start using these, you realize just how simple they are. So I am just folding these little tabs over. There we go. And now that just pops open for you to throw your little shaker bits in here. And you got a really fun sequin mix. You did receive 6 of these baby blue colored sequins, and those are going to be for the tops of your flowers. So go ahead and pull those out, or you can mix and match. So if you want to do another color combination or all of your flower centers to have different middles, you can pull out whatever you want. So I have pulled out that nice teal. I'm going to take the rest of my little sequin mix in here, and once that's in there, I'm just going to go ahead and take the rest of my easy tear tape off. And that is how simple it is to make your circle shakers. So just fold those tabs all around, and then layer number 2, you're just going to apply some extra adhesive to the back. Oh, I got a double one in there, so that sequins 2 on top of each other, but that'll be fine. All right, and there is my little shaker. I'm gonna flip that over, and we are gonna go over all of our tabs again just so they stay nice and adhere. You can go a little bit bigger this time. Glue those down. I'm also going to add a couple extra pieces in the center. There we go. Push those down and peel off the backing. You can even add a little wet glue as well, just to make sure it stays put. And then we are going to pop our shaker on the back of our scalloped circle. So I'm going to add some wet adhesive over that. Take my scalloped circle and center that. There we go. Give it a good squish. And that is your shaker. I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to use some of the dimensional foam. Cut a couple pieces of that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Pop those off. And that is gonna go right here on the front of our card. Best birthday ever. How fun is that? And next we are gonna add our flowers. Put away all my adhesives here. Okay, so in your kit, you get a total of 8 flowers. There are some larger ones. Oh, I already glued these on. There are some larger ones. You're gonna layer the dark with the light, and then you get smaller ones. You get 3 of the darker orange and 3 of the lighter orange. And then you're gonna layer your 2 darker with the lighter on the inside and lighter with the darker on the inside. And we are gonna go ahead and glue those. I also glued in the centers, and we are gonna glue these down. I think I'm gonna add my leaf to all of these. So you also receive 6 of your little leaves. So make sure you separate those out. It does help if you grab that paper backing. So I'm making sure I'm gluing this to the actual scalloped circle by pushing that in. And then I am going to glue my leaf down, add this later, my little peach flower. And glue those down there. Give it a good push. Make sure my adhesive and paper are meeting. Throw my glue down. Layer my leaf and my flower there. And this is gonna go right up here. And you do wanna make sure you're not covering up too much of your words. So a little bit of my Y is under there, which is fine. Whoop. You can even add your flowers to your cardstock if you don't want to do it on top of your shaker. Absolutely your call. I'm going to grab my wax part of my pickup tool again, and I'm going to just dip into the center of my flowers. Grab 3 of these, 1 and 2 and 3, and then we are going to add just a couple of these really fun blue embellishments. They remind me of Light Bright. Someone else in the class mentioned they look like the little candy dots. So really fun and unique. And I only have them in blue. I wish I had them in a ton of different colors because that would be fun. All right, we are finishing up here. That is our last little bit. So again, you get a shaker, really fun fold, and then a non-shaker option for this card. You got the big happy birthday or the best birthday ever. Another thing you could do, here is a card that I did on a live, and you could see I created a frame using my circle and using the scallop circle. So these shakers are fabulous. Check them out. Once again, if you head over to Pink and Main, make sure you use code DEMODonna to receive a free gift. And also, if you head over to Caterpillar for any of your Caterpillar products, use code DEMODonna and you will receive 15% off, which is just awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out my classes. You guys are the best. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye-bye.